Yo, it's your boy Roger with the Door Scorpion Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of our Road to Glory series, the Malik Jefferson story. Now, we just came off of a high beating UCLA in the Peach Bowl, so we are the quarterfinal playoff game winners for the Peach Bowl. And let's look at our beautiful trophy sitting in our trophy case. What a way to capture a season so far. We just have to keep moving because we still have big things ahead of us. So let's continue to move forward. And we have our coach that's telling us he's like what we've been doing, so keep it up. And of course, never late than never for coach to come and tell us that we're doing good work, so our coach trust does increase. With that being said, we are facing Georgia in the Rose Bowl game. Two dogs, Bulldogs fighting it all. So let's look at the standings here. They beat Alabama in basically a blowout game. You see up top, Florida beat Louisville. Arizona State beat the brakes off of SMU. You see we have to go against Texas, UCLA. So we've come far, but our journey is not over. So from one dog to another, it's our bone in this fight that we are going to take from you. So this is what we got to do. We got to keep moving. We have to seize this opportunity so we can get to Las Vegas. So before we get into the game, let's check out their team. As we see, there's an 87 edge rusher there and another one there, and then a D tackle who is 80. Bro, we're cooked. This D line is going to have their way with us. I'm pretty sure 97 Mike linebacker. There is nobody that's even in the 70s remotely right now. 90s all down the board for the corners, free safeties 95. Yeah, man, we got our work cut out for us. So all we have to do is do our job and we can get this dub. Two teams, 12-2, headed to the Rose Bowl. Hey, I'm excited. Let's get to it. This is everything we have hoped for. We didn't think this season would be what this season is, but now we have the chance to have glory connected to our name, and there's the run out of Jefferson and his team here in the Rose Bowl. What a sight. So Georgia gets the ball first, and they do not capitalize on those opportunities. So Malik Jefferson is here in great field position, getting ready to take his team down the field. So with his first snap of this series, he throws a slant route to Corey Milliner, who drops the ball. 2nd and 10. You can feel the atmosphere through your screens. This is everything that we wanted. Snaps the ball to Pittman. Pittman gets to the outside, tries to do a little shake, gets a gain of 2 yards. We have to continue to figure out what works for us. We're still trying to find our identity. We're still building our team as we go. So hopefully we can convert this third down here. Jefferson snaps the ball. He is looking. He sees someone coming back across the middle, and it's a catch by Corey Milliner, but Corey Miller jumps right back across the line, and that is a 4th down. So Mississippi State kicks the field goal, but Georgia comes back down and scores a touchdown, but luckily enough misses the field goal. So snap the ball. He's looking. Hand the ball off to Pittman. Pittman moves and gets up to the 42-yard line. What a great RPO in that moment. I know they're trying to look for our tight end, who has just been a monster this season. So let's see how we can capitalize on this great drive. Snap the ball. He's looking. He throws the out route, and there's a catch by Jaron Glover there for a gain of 6 yards. We're looking at an RPO here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees our boy Max Reese catching up, getting to the 40-yard line. Max Reese has been so clutch and pivotal in these games. I don't know what we would do without him. Snaps the ball. He is looking. There's a quick, nice catch up by our boy Antonio Harmon. Tall, lanky, went up to go get the ball. Nice catch there for a first down. Slowly continuing to move, methodically thinking through this drive. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He hands the ball off to Pitt in there, but that defensive lineman looked like he was the owner of IHOP there. Came and did a reverse pancake. Put that guy on his back. Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Let's see if Jefferson continues to move. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has a running back, but he casts one across the middle. That's our boy Max Reese going across the middle once again. I know somebody had once said in the comments, said, stop throwing across the middle and throw down, throw deep. I don't think they understand. Malik Jefferson has, I think, 81 deep accuracy. We might not want to do that. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Pittman gets up to the 5-yard line. That deep throw accuracy is not it, man. We got 94 throw power, but 81 deep accuracy. We tried to throw the ball downfield several times, and we've underthrown it. So we're going to do what we know, run the ball here. And it's a hold up there. Texas held him up there. So it's 3rd down and goal on the 7-yard line. 6-3 Georgia. The ball is snapped. He's looking. He decides to try to get out, and he gets the ball out, and it's a catch, and it's a touchdown! Bulldogs! Jaron Glover with the snag coming across. And Malik Jefferson staying in the pocket to deliver the throw. So Georgia gets the ball and does not move it. So puts us at the 32-yard line. Let's see how we fare. Snaps the ball. He's looking. RPO action here. We give the ball off to Pittman and slung down there by the back of the neck for a gain of 2 yards. Some little hot route action here. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He gets the ball off, and that could have been an ugly play. Everybody came screaming like a banshee through that line. Luckily, our offensive line has been holding up for the most part. Swiss cheese it may be. And out route there to Jaron Glover. It is 4th and 6. And because we didn't capitalize on that drive, Georgia comes down the field and gets a touchdown and makes it 13-10. We're in a dogfight, no pun intended, but we have to do what we need to do to get this game. And play action here. He's looking, he's trying to get to the outside, and he just gets rid of the ball. Jefferson having a smart play there, tried to get to the outside, but the offensive line could not get leverage to where Jefferson could get around to the outside. Motion, and Pittman there looks, and once again 58 just opened the door like he was a bellhops at a hotel. Just opened the door for him. Right in, sir. Didn't even put his finger on him. Snapped the ball. He's looking. He sees someone come across, and there's a catch by Max Reese and gets the first down. Good throw by Malik Jefferson, catching him across the seam there, coming from one hash to the other. Once again, RPO set it up. He's looking, and there is overthrown. Could have been a bad pick there. Just got away from him just a little bit there. Jefferson is still trying to learn this veer and shoot offense as he's going as a freshman here, but he's doing a pretty darn good job. Snaps the ball there. He's looking. There's a hitch there and a nice almost catch by Jaron Glover. A drop. Easy catch, but a drop that was inevitable. Getting the motion set. He's getting everybody in order. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has a little time, and someone comes across the middle. But once again, that is 4th down. So luckily enough, Georgia didn't go down and score. That would have been a bad situation for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. But we are in good field position at the 42. So let's see how this drive plays out here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. There's someone coming across the middle, and there's a catch by our boy Corey Milliner. Always keeping himself available when no one else can. I believe he's probably the fastest person on our team. So that helps us out a lot, tremendously. Snaps the ball, RPO here. He tries to give it to Max Reese, and Max Reese catches it. That could have been a bad interception there, but Max Reese has 4 catches for 70 yards. Max Reese is balling out today. Malik Jefferson tried to fit that ball in a tight window and luckily got it off. RPO here, he's looking, and he gets across the middle. That's a catch, and that was almost a touchdown. Oh, he didn't catch the ball. Oh, no. That was a great pass by Jefferson. He's getting his pass protection in order, making sure everybody is set. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He tries to toss it up, and pass interference there. Max Reese was trying to go up and get the ball, and he was just in the way. We don't see a lot of these often, but that is a good call. So that is going to be a 15-yard penalty. As you can see the stats, 5,600 passing yards by Jefferson. So that puts us on the 2-yard line. And let's see if we can punch it in for a touchdown. Jefferson snaps the ball. He gives it. He takes it. And he probably should have handed the ball off there. He tried to run it in with his own 2 feet. But no score. All right, now he snaps the ball. He's looking. He dumps it off there to Reese. Can Reese get to the outside? And Reese cannot. These Bulldogs are smothering this Mississippi State Bulldogs offense. Georgia Bulldogs, I forgot, they're both Bulldogs here. Let's see, can we get this one in here? Snaps the ball. He's looking, and he tries to hand it off. And that is 4th and goal. Looking probably to kick this field goal here. Once again, Georgia goes down the field and scores another touchdown with 36 seconds left in the second quarter. What is Mississippi State going to do? Get a field goal position? Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone coming across the middle, and almost the defender's back was turned. So if Anthony Eagle was able to get to that second level, there was nobody past him. And my boy would have been like Forrest Gump and ran home. Snap, he's looking, someone coming across. He tries to shoot it downfield. He had someone open across the middle, but tried to take a stab downfield, but the accuracy for the deep throw was not there. 3rd and 10 here. See what they do. It's getting the pass protection in order. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone come across the middle. Safe bet, but the ball was dropped. Hospital pass. It is 4th down. So, Mississippi State Bulldogs get the ball after halftime. Let's see if they can do what they need to do because they need to stay in the game. Little hot routes going on here. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. There's a hitch. You know he's playing off. A nice catch by Jaron Glover. Some of those catches that they had earlier in the game should have been caught, which could have set up Mississippi State for a good score. Snaps the ball there, and there's a run by Pittman, and Pittman tries to shake to the outside, but gets a gain of nothing. Little bunch here to the left. Snaps the ball, looking. He throws it to the running back out of the backfield, and that is close to a first down. It's 3rd and 1. Great catch by Pittman coming out of the backfield. almost securing the first down. 3rd and 1. Can they convert it here? Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone across the middle, and beautiful catch. Just get the safe catch by Corey Milliner. We just want to convert the first down. We don't want to try to throw the ball downfield and potentially hurt ourselves from getting the easy first down. Snaps the ball. He's looking, and that was an RPO, and he catches it. And Corey Milliner almost takes it to the house. What a play. Fooled out the defense, sucked them in, and then threw it out. Sucked them in is crazy. All right, so we're looking to do a little RPO action here. He snaps, he's looking, and he runs the ball, hands the ball off there. Pittman is doing a little shake and bake. Gets to the 8-yard line and gets a gain of 4. This is the moment for them to get the ball in the end zone. Snaps the ball, he's looking. He gets the ball, crests across, and it is a catch by Jaron Glover, who gets the first down. Malik Jefferson is trusting his receivers. He is putting it into tight windows. He says, if it's there, you can catch it. Snaps the ball, he's looking, he hands off last minute. That could have been a dangerous pass to Jaron Glover, but fortunately enough, the ball was batted down. Snaps the ball, he's looking, and he just hands the ball off because there was nowhere to pass here. Nowhere to run either. 3rd and goal here on the 5-yard line. What are the Mississippi State Bulldogs going to do? Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He tries to step up. He's going to take it off. He's going to touchdown! Bulldogs! Yeah, get it. Yeah, get it. Hey, hey. So Georgia goes down and scores. Like I said, we knew that this was going to be a fight for our lives, and now we have to come up and show for it. Snaps the ball, he's looking, here's a quick out route, and he catches it and gets a nice gain there. Malik Jefferson, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. They're moving with the quickness. Pittman goes in motion, he snaps the ball, he's looking, he dumps it off to the running back, a safe bet, and gets a gain of 5 yards. Way to take your check down when you didn't see anything open. Jefferson has 2 wide receivers stacked, snaps the ball, he's looking, he sees that out route, he catches it once again. Jaron Glover with a nice catch. Converted first down. Let's see how they do it. Snaps the ball. He's looking and he tries to. And there's an interception by the Mississippi State Bulldogs. This is not the time to throw an interception in a game. Turnover. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs defense bailed them out. Georgia could have gone down and scored and put this game away, but snaps the ball here. He's looking. He gives it out to Reese out here, out in the flat, and a nice catch in his 2nd and 2. Good 8 yards there. That was an untimely interception, but what can Mississippi State do to get this touchdown on this drive? He's looking. He's just going to drop it across the middle. Nice catch there. It's 30 seconds ticking, leading to the 4th quarter. What is going to happen here? Can Malik redeem himself? He's making these adjustments. Snap. He's looking. He has someone across the middle, and there's a catch. And he drops the ball. Max Reese with just the I can't even, unbearable catch. Jefferson put the ball on the money, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball. What a way to catch, and he's going to come back to the ball. A nice catch. Doing the hitches have been saving him here. So 8 seconds winding down, but it's 3rd and 1. Are they going to snap the ball before they go into the 4th? And they will. And it's a quick out across the middle, and catch by number 81. Evan Boyd, his name has not really been called at all today. This is the witching hour here. As you look at the stats, the rushing yards have not been there for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, but they have to find a way to get into this end zone or their championship hopes are done for. The top of the fourth, 9 minutes before we can see the fame in our eyes. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees one wide open. He catches it. It is Anthony Eager. It's touchdown! Bulldog! How about that throw downfield, baby? With all of that being said, Georgia does not go down the field and score. Our defense has done the unthinkable and put us in a good spot. 27-27. 7 minutes, snaps, throws, and there is our boy Corey Milner wide open, passing the 50 to the 45-yard line, and the floodgates are starting to open up. Open up, floodgates of heaven. It's opening. Can we continue to drive? Snaps the ball. He's going to hand the ball off. That is Pittman, gets a gain of 2 yards. All they have to do is keep the clock running and possibly get out of this game with either a field goal or a touchdown. Because we know what Georgia can do. Snaps the ball. He's looking. And there is another interception by Malik Jefferson. What is happening? We have been spared by the football gods. Our defense has come to play. This is the game that you want to give the defense, take the hats off to. Catch by number 18, Jaron Glover. The defense has literally put the offense on their back. Again, no risk it for the biscuit type offense, but that can lead to turnovers. Playing safe is the only way to go. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Someone across the middle catching. Our boy Corey Milner taking the hits. 4 minutes, 30 seconds just ticking off. Let's see what Mississippi State does on this drive. They snap the ball. They look, and they're just going to hand the ball off there to Pittman. Pittman gets a loss of 1 yard. But as long as Mississippi State continue to run the clock, but also converting those first downs, they will be in good shape to take this dub here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Has someone across the middle. It's a catch by Anthony Eager. I'm telling you, when he shows up, he shows out. So we're just hit under the 4-minute mark. We're slowly running the ball, slowly passing the ball, dinking and dunking, hand it off there. And that's a loss of 1 yard on the pass there. Guys, I'm nervous. This has come down to the wire. Snaps the ball here. He's looking. He steps up and he starts to take off, and there's nobody there, and he's going to get extra yards and get the first down. Way to use your legs, young boy. Way to use those legs. He gets it to the 20-yard line. Let's see what they do, because time is slowly ticking. Georgia has not used any timeouts. Snaps the ball, decides to run there up the middle, and can he get it? He spins. What a spin move. He gets to the 6-yard line, and that time is still ticking off the clock. Georgia is banking that they can't get it in. He snaps the ball, he starts to run, and there was no block, so 2nd and goal there. A loss of a few yards, about 3 yards, but time is still ticking, and Georgia have yet to call a timeout. Snaps the ball, he's looking, he starts to step up, and he's going to try to take off, and he gets back to the 5-yard line, so he gets those 3 yards back. It is 3rd and goal. Not enough time is running off the clock. They have to get this ball in if they want to win this game. Snaps the ball, And he hands it off, and it almost picked off once again, but Max Reese comes through, and now Georgia calls a timeout. 4th and goal. So Mississippi State kicks a field goal, and Georgia could not do anything on that possession. So basically, if we can keep the ball in our hands and just run it with the timeout, Mississippi State will have this game in their back pocket. Georgia has one more timeout to give. It is 2nd and 11. What does Mississippi State do? Jefferson snaps the ball. He decides to throw the pass. He takes the out route just to get, but he gets out of bounds. What you don't want to do, you want to run the clock out. So now they have to find a play that keeps them inbounds, but also converts to first down. What bonehead move was that? Jefferson is getting his hot routes in order. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees Reese, and he gets the first down. Wow. Reese just edged out on the first down and gets the ball over the line. And folks, all we have to do is take a kneel, and that's it. And we are the Rose Bowl game winners. Who said we couldn't do it? I did, but we did. 364 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 costly interceptions, beating Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs to capture the Rose Bowl is a feat in itself. The Mississippi State Bulldogs are headed to the championship game. Celebrate right now with your team, because this is a big moment. What a great game that we just displayed. Heart, courage. This team is doing everything right. Everything. What more can we ask for? I'm excited. I cannot wait to see who we face in the championship game. This is just unbelievable. Let's soak it all in. Let's take a moment. Now, let's get to the next game. You see it, folks. Season single record broken. Malik Jefferson sets the single season passing yard record. What an accomplishment. And then once again, he gets the SEC single season passing yard record. This man is a man possessed. He has come to play. He is balling out for his state. And as you see, we are the semifinal playoff game winners for the Rose Bowl. What a game. So let's take a look at the trophy room as it stands. We have the Rose Bowl trophy against the Georgia Bulldogs. Malik earns that, but now it's time to put this behind us and let's get ready for the national championship against the Florida Gators. And first, before we get into the game, we're going to check out that defense. They don't have really strong edge rushers here, but they do have some good players. 72 for a Sam, 77 for a Mike. So we got a chance to come out and compete because it is the Florida Gators with DJ Lagway and them boys at the helm. So I'm tired of talking about it. I'm ready to get started. So my friends, let's get into it. What more can you ask for? Your freshman year, you go 12-2. You win a rivalry game. You win 2 bowl games. And now you're in the championship game. It gets no better than this, guys. The Florida Gators versus the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Jefferson is here to lead his team to the promised land. Let's go get him. So with that being said, Florida Gators come out on their first drive and they really use some clock. 4 minutes and get 3 points. So Jefferson, where you at? Snaps the ball. He's looking. He hands the ball off to Pittman, and Pittman jukes and gets to the first down for 2nd and 2. To see us in this position has been a dream come true. 13 and 2, both teams. Can Jefferson do it? Snaps the ball. He's looking. He throws the ball off there to Max Reese. Max Reese almost gets away, but gets a loss of 1 yard. This is all a dream. This is what we've all been working towards. But can we get this dub today? Jefferson is making those necessary adjustments before he snaps the ball. He sends Pittman in motion. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone across the middle. And it is our boy Corey Milner with a beautiful catch and run up field and gets 33 yards on the catch there for a first down. What a catch across the middle. It gets no better than this. Beautiful pass. Jefferson is starting to feel that confidence. He's been in these places before. Snaps the ball. He's looking. And there's a throw to Max Reese up the seam. And Max Reese gets a nice catch there for a first down. It only gets better from here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. And he takes that out route and he catches it. Antonio Harmon just couldn't get loose there. So they have to put themselves in a better position because it is 2nd and 8, but they're getting close to the red zone. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Someone's coming across the middle. Nice catch there. Could have potentially had Max Reese in the corner, but it was a slow developing play. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He decides to step up and he decides to take off and he decides to run. Kenny slides down to the 4-yard line. It's a 12-yard rush. What more do you want in these moments? 52 passing yards. How are they going to put this in? He snaps the ball. He's looking. He's going to hand it off. And there is almost a touchdown there by Pittman. It feels like the more we got here, the easier it got. So let's see if they can put it in, and he gets stopped in the backfield. 3rd and goal by the Mississippi State Bulldogs. The Florida Gators said, we got some edge rushers. We came to play. Jefferson makes the necessary adjustments here. Jefferson stops the ball. He's looking. He has someone across the middle. There's a touchdown! Bulldogs! Jaron Glover with the first touchdown of the game. So Florida got the ball and they couldn't do anything. Jefferson is 100% in his passing completion. So let's see what he comes out for this drive. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees that there is somebody out there on the out, and that is Corey Milner, who loses a yard there. That really didn't get a yard. They're trying to use these RPOs to their advantage. Let's see how they can open this field wide open. He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone drop off in the backfield. He catches it, and that's Pittman, and he only gets 4 yards. So time is ticking on the clock. And it is 10 seconds left into the first quarter. Will they snap the ball? And they do. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone. He starts to pull out. And he sees someone wide open right there. And he catches it. And that is Jaron Glover with a beautiful catch going into the second quarter. This is what you want. A competitive game. Look at the stats here. Mississippi State is leading on in that category. So let's see if we can continue to add on to what we already have here in the second quarter. There is so much to be had. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees a running back dropping off in the backfield. And that's Pittman with some good yards there. And it is 2nd and 2. So a gain of 8 yards. Trying to get the running back involved every which way he can. this defense is like a 4-3, and he hands the ball off and gets stopped in the backfield. That run game has not been continuous for the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Look, he just runs right through, and Eager couldn't get to his man in time. But let's see if the Bulldogs can convert this 3rd and 5 here. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone coming out the backfield, and that is Pittman. And Pittman does a juke. And Pittman, they have no one looking or spying the running back and just leaving him wide open. That is 3 plays where Pittman had 3 catches unprovoked there. Snaps the ball, looking at RPO, and overthrew him by a mile. That was a wide open pass. So he has to just settle down and put that in the pocket. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone going across the middle, and it is our boy, as always, Corey Milliner, being that safety valve to come through, but being that number 1 receiver. They line him up in the slot. They line him up on the outside. This man is a dog in his own right. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Just drop it off to the running back in the backfield, and they do convert and get the first down. Continuing just to dink and dunk until he gets better arm power where he can move the ball down the field. Jefferson has the ball, RPO here, wide open, and a touchdown! Bulldogs, Corey Milliner up the hash. So the Florida Gators didn't capitalize on those opportunities. It is 6 minutes left in the second quarter, but we are down here on our 7-yard line. What can we do to get us out? Snap the ball. He's looking. He sees Max Reese heading on the outside, and he gets a gain of 6 there. There is no way that Florida is going to let us come in here and dog walk them. So Jefferson snaps the ball, play action there. He's looking, he tries to get to the outside. He has a wide open receiver, and he catches the ball, and that is Corey Milliner once again. Right now, Jefferson has accumulated 161 passing yards for 2 touchdowns. Will this be a crazy night for him at the championship game? Snaps the ball, he's looking, and he has someone deep, and he catches. Oh, he over misses that deep throw accuracy. Wide open, Jaron Glover, and he just overthrows him. How can you do that? That would have been to the crib. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone come across the middle, and that could have been a pick. And our offensive linemen are constantly going down. Jaquan Bolden has the injury. Someone just got an injury before him. It was the jailbreak coming straight up the middle there. It's 3rd and 10. Will the Bulldogs convert? Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone on out route, and Max Reach goes up and gets the ball. He climbs the ladder and gets the first down. Max Reese said, "Put me in, we gonna win." There's no doubt about it. Max Reese, the senior, has been doing his thing this year. So Jefferson snaps the ball and gives it off to Pittman. There's a run there. As you can tell, there's an injury for Jeffrey Pittman. Pretty sure the backup running back is probably going to come in for him. And I think we just hit. Nope. I think that was just for a timeout there. Injury timeout. So, yes, we have our backup running back, and that's Roland Wilson. He is in. Let's see if he can make something shake. Snaps the ball. He's looking. Wide open across the middle. Very nice catch by Anthony Eager. Had to go back and go get that ball. That ball should have been on him in stride, and he probably would have caught that and take that straight to the house. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone wide open. He catches the ball, and he almost gets in for the touchdown. Antonio Harmon. These Florida Gators defenders are struggling against a subpar receiving core. of Mississippi State, but we've made it this far, so we can't be subpar, and we decide to catch them in an RPO, and Max Reese, another offensive lineman, is getting the injury bug this game. We already are Swiss cheese. What can we do? He snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees them, and it is a touchdown! Bulldogs! Max Reese with his touchdown. That is 3 different receivers in the championship game. So Florida came down the field and put a little fight in their spirit. But you have the Mississippi Bulldogs on offense, and right now they are unstoppable. Jefferson snaps the ball 5 wide, and he's looking. He sees someone come across the middle, and he catches it. And oh, what a beautiful catch by Evan Boyd, throwing people off of him, stumbling and bumbling and getting a few more yards. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He sees someone coming across the middle, and he throws it. And that is a catch by Corey Milliner. And they're doing a hurry-up offense because they have 1 minute to go, and they're trying to see if they can punch this in going in to the half because they will get ball first. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone come across the middle, but threw the ball so late for the deep post. That could have been to the house, but it just wasn't developing fast enough. And as you see, we have injured O-lineman, so it was a jailbreak waiting to happen even though he held the ball too long. There's adjustments happening here with the hot route. Snap the ball. He is looking. He has someone coming across the middle just to catch for the first down, just to stop the clock for the moment, just to hurry up the offense here. Clock is rolling. Let's see. Jefferson snaps the ball. He's looking. He decides to roll out, and he then decides to give it a chunk, and he jumps up and catches it, and touchdown! Bulldogs! Antonio Harmon goes up for the big grab. There is no way this game is shaping up into the way it is. 28-10 in a championship game is absolutely crazy, but it can happen. Snap the ball, and of course, a costly pick. Jefferson got too comfortable and threw an interception. Here it goes, folks. And as you see, Florida scored a touchdown. This is what we don't want to see from our young quarterback, making those pivotal mistakes when he doesn't need to, forcing the ball when he doesn't need to. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He decides to try to get out the pocket, but he's just going to throw it away because there was nobody open, and he possibly could have stayed in the pocket a little while longer. Jefferson gets to the line, starts to do some pass protection, snaps the ball, seeing where it's coming from. He's looking, and he gets the ball off. Florida is starting to send that heat, but again, we are playing with several backup O-linemen, and it's just not working out. So let's see if they can convert this 3rd and 10. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone coming across the middle. Can he get it off? And he overthrows. That is a 4th down. And Florida said they're going to fight until the last whistle is blown, and it is 25-28. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He found somebody across the middle wide open, and Anthony Eager drops that pass. Fit between 2 defenders. Could have been a hospital visit, but he survives to see another day. It is 2nd and 10. Jefferson is going ice cold. And there's a wide receiver in motion. The ball is snapped. He's looking. He tries to get to the outside, and he still throws it off. And there is another pick by Jefferson. Can they get him before he gets in? And he is down. What an unbelievable interception. That is his 2nd one of the day. So Florida kicks a field goal. These are situations that you want to be in, but you don't want to be in. A young quarterback trying to make it on the road and do things, but he has to go back to what he knows, and which are quick out routes, quick passes to his team. That's Jaron Glover making a safe catch. He has to find his rhythm. He has to get back on task. Trying to play cute and move the ball downfield in a way that's unorthodox because people tell you to is not the way to do it. He snaps, he's looking, and he has one across the middle, and that is Corey Milliner. 310 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions is what Malik Jefferson is looking at the moment. They are slowly starting to build up their stamina to get back on offense. Ball is snapped, but he's going to run it, and it is a loss. All of these offensive linemen that got injured are still out. Some of them are back in, but most of them are still out because our line is weak. 2 wide receivers stacked on the left side. Jefferson snaps the ball. He steps back. He sees he has someone to cross coming back in an in route, and that is number 86. Antonio Harmon with a beautiful catch gets the first down. How will the Bulldogs continue to add pressure to the Gators? And they're going to run the ball, and Pittman gets tackled for a gain of 2 yards. If the shake and bakes aren't going, just run north and south. Put your foot in the ground and run forward. You're not helping us out, big dog. Snap the ball, play action here, he's looking, and somebody, it was a nice, beautiful catch, and Anthony Yeager, he stood there in the pocket and took a hit because that defensive lineman said, you said we weren't good? Well, we'll show you that we're good. Yes, we may be 78 overall, 84 overall, but we still got that dog in us, that Gator in us. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Are they going to run a play? And he snaps the ball. He's looking, and he takes that out route, and he almost gets to the first down, but it's 2nd and 3. So now it is time to throw those 4s up because this is the time where things can get dicey. Florida has more time possession, but somehow Mississippi State has still had control over this game. Florida hasn't had a lead yet. Let's see if Mississippi State can punch the ball in. They're looking at a potential run here. Jefferson snaps the ball, and he gets Pittman, kind of shakes off a little bit. Actually, that's not Pittman. That's Roland Wilson. Jeffrey Pittman's 21. Jeffrey Pittman is still out. So let's see what they do here. Snaps the ball. He's looking, has one across the middle, and he catches it almost. Anthony Yeager has been getting his name called this game, and Anthony Yeager almost went in for the touchdown. If he would just be able to stretch out just a little bit more, then this would have been a game, but they're deciding to take it and run it up, and a touchdown! Bulldogs! Yeah. This feels a little easy. Feels like we're on easy mode here, guys. So Florida comes back down, and they score. What more could you want in a championship game? 2 teams dueling out to the deaths. One team resurrecting themselves from the dead. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He has someone across, and that's Max Reese. Breaks off, and he shakes, and he gets toward the 40-yard line. Again, Max Reese is understanding the situation here. In motion for Glover. Reese moves out. There's a snap of the ball for Jefferson. He's looking. They are in a zone. He catches him across the middle. And that is number 18, Jaron Glover, with a beautiful catch for a first down. With 5 touchdowns in his back pocket, 395 passing yards, what more does Jefferson has? He snaps the ball, and he hands it off to Wilson. Wilson had a wide open, gaping hole there, and that should have been more yards than there could have been. He could have planted that foot in the ground and he could have been off to the races. But this is what you live for. It's a strategy of chess, not checkers. So the ball is snapped. He's looking. He sees Reese across and catches the ball once again. They're making sure those safeties are staying toward the outside and double teaming our outside guys and forcing us to throw the ball toward the inside. In motion. He's looking. Steps back. He has somebody almost batted down, though. That could have been another interception. Luckily, because he jumped ahead of the ball, but fortunately enough, he just was able to bat the ball down. 400 passing yards here. 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions by Malik Jefferson. He is moving people in motion, getting people set because he is trying to put a dagger in these Gators' heart. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He just sees the running back dump off, and he gets some good substantial yards. And that is a 3rd and 1. It is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock is starting to tick. Are they trying to run the clock out and preserve all the time to themselves? What is going to happen here? Snaps the ball. He's looking. He decides to roll out. He has somebody wide open. Throws the ball to Max Reese. Can Max Reese get in? And he's on the 5-yard line. These boys cannot be stopped. The tandem of Jefferson and Reese, what more could you want in this situation? Will Jefferson eclipse the 7,000 passing yards? But I got to check something out because there is no way. This feels like this is on easy mode. We're on Heisman. It's there. What more can you want? So it just feels too easy. Snaps the ball. He's looking. He catches on the outside. That's a touchdown. Bulldogs. This is 6 touchdowns in a game. 41-35. Max Reese with his 2nd touchdown in the championship game. And folks, basically, the ball is in our court. We can either pad on the stats or we could just run the clock out. So what are the Bulldogs going to do? Are they going to show a sign of strength and keep adding on the total? Snaps the ball. He's looking. He gets it across there to Max Reese. Max Reese just catches the ball. The clock is running. I'm sure the Gators are going to let the clock get down probably to the 2-minute warning before they start calling timeout. Only if the Bulldogs don't score again. Snaps the ball. He's looking. And he tries to throw it down deep and just short of the receiver. The receiver had a leg on him, but because of that deep throw accuracy, he wasn't able to connect there. So 5 wide here for the Bulldogs. Jefferson is a little hot here, and we're going to see if he can make magic. Snaps the ball. He's looking wide open there and couldn't get the ball out to Max Reese, so that is 4th and 7. So that's the game, folks. The Bulldogs have come in and clamped the national championship hopes from the Florida Gators. They essentially spent the rest of that time trying to move down the field and never scored and ran out the time on the clock. DJ Lagway and his coach there looking pretty upset, but this is our moment. This is our time. How did we get here? I have no idea, but we are national champions. To everyone who has followed this journey this far, thank you so much for being with us every step of the way, making each moment special, for rooting for your favorite player, for believing in this team. We still have more to do. We have the off season. We have the next season. Will Jefferson stay or will he go to another team? We will find out in the next episode. So thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I promise you, I'll keep continuing making these games. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.